manage to knock guys out of those dashes. There's plenty of dashes to stop here for Contracts with the steadfast presence.
All
in this
five
game.
actually have one.
Dredge line, leap strike.
Kai'Sa's ultimate. Kai'Sa's going to be playing around mid. Is not spotted, so there is potential that they could look for a bit of an aggressive play.
Ooh, nicely done there. Flash coming out from Contract to guarantee the stun up into the wall, and first blood for NRG and FBI.
Mid lane, so there is potential for a fight.
Yeah, they wanted to start this off, but who he's ready to engage now instead. Ignores the target as Stixay pours out the Acathian rain damage, but who he's got to back away. He's ignited, and the cannon barrage from Gangplank is going to turn the fight back in the favor of NRG. FBI with a flash forward takes down the enemy support, and Golden Guardians end up losing a man. Now River might try to get something back. He's got Gory coming in. Flash into the lockdown here with a passive auto attack. Dredgeline's not going to find FBI because Contract stands in the way. Ignar wants to try to peel for these guys, but they got to be careful. River is down, but they'll trade him away for Contracts. Jungler for jungler in the 3v3 scrap as Gory finds...
This big story that I believe originated when they were actually playing against 100 Thieves, where, you know, he was talking to his coaches and he's saying, is Closer ever coming top? And they're like, no, he's not really looking top at all. So he's like, okay, I want to play carries for the rest of the series. And he has been able to make it happen, and now Dokla here gonna be in some trouble.
All right, they're going for the dive, but Dokla already cleared the wave. Dokla eating the fruits right before Licorice finds the damage on him, but now...
And I do think the team is playing well around him. Contracts has kind of been here constantly. I don't know if Gory would have felt confident to continue taking that fight, but we're gonna see Dokla likely die.
Yeah, the flash coming out from River there as they're looking to lock this guy down. Contracts wanted to see if he could help, but man, it's just not happening. He's way too far away from the turret. Gory going in again, finds the Q3 knockup onto Palafox, trading very heavily, very aggressively on this Azir. Not quite enough to kill him off, though.
Yeah, that was really close, but you know, I just wasn't sure if Gory would have actually stayed in to continue that fight had Palafox not showed up behind him. So has been a good job, and Contracts now playing with fire a little bit, but we'll be able to walk it out with the phase rush.
You got to be careful. Phase rush gets him away in time. If he would have been able to lock him down for just a second there, River could have showed up, provided a little bit more. Maybe they get.
Because if you walk up too close to wave, the Shiv just bounces to you. You lose that. You can also lose things like bone plating to Shiv procs. So. It is something they have to be really careful about, but they're going to engage on bot side.
Ignar with a flash headbutt looks to knock up River and Huhi, but it won't get Stixay. He's the value target. River is not tanky enough to survive with FBI finding the flank angle here too. Stixay popping the heal to disengage as Gory goes in for a multi-man fate sealed, and Ignar's going to drop to Stixay. Gory has to snap back, and Palafox flashes away to try to avoid some more damage. Contracts and FBI also falling back underneath the tier 1 turret. Golden Guardians bringing down Licorice for the party.
Yeah, it's a double TP down to the bot side, but for now, it's just a 1-for-1, right? So not really that worthwhile. GP is going to potentially get a full tower on bot side, so they're going to look for a dive.
They're going in. They already found the first there on the Palafox. FBI drops now as Gory's continuing to apply that damage, and Contracts goes back between the wall and the turret. One more hit will take him down, and Licorice gets it done. Counter-Strike won't protect him from the fire back of the turret, but it's still going to be a good play for the Golden Guardians. They're still almost going to force this turret down and make it an even trade on turrets with the Gangplank in top.
Yeah, that's great for Golden Guardians. They needed to force 4 more from this situation because GP was going to be left alone on top side, and River not going to be able to prevent the tower from going down. Hitting 3 at the end of the day. Licorice comes in with the Counter-Strike, not able to really close the gap onto Palafox, so back to live.
Back to live. We already got another dive. It's Gory killing off FBI with Licorice's Counter-Strike locking down Ignar, but the ulti keeps Alistar alive through the burst. Golden Guardians are not taking their foot off the gas pedal here. They want to keep the pressure on NRG now that they have this nearly 3,000 gold lead, but Palafox comes in with the Emperor's Divide. He tries to outplay it with a Zenith Blade, but it will not happen. Gory's got to try to disengage himself from this yet again, as he doesn't have a lot of HP to work with, and that Gangplank ulti means this fight isn't going any further forward for the Golden. Early win cons through Soul. Dokla versus Gory in the bottom lane isn't much of a 1v1 as Dokla loses half HP with no real meaningful damage dealt back to the other side. Golden Guardians trying to go in here for the Drake, but it's going to be secured by NRG, who will have to sacrifice Ignar, it seems. Licorice chasing after him. No flash available on the cow, so the Jax should get this done pretty easily. Plus 300 for Licorice.
Yep, going to be able to get it. It was a nice ejection there from Contracts onto Stixay. Pushes him back, helps them to secure that dragon, and now Huhi potentially in some trouble.
Huhi trying to lead the way here for the rest of the team for Golden Guardians. Contracts stuck in the middle, but the phase rush again getting Poppy out of danger. Gory wants to go in with a Fate Seal, but he does not connect on the target, and it means they will not secure the kill. Golden Guardians, however,
I don't think they were really expecting it to go down that quickly. And then Contract just uses ult for the disengage. Sure, they had to spend a bunch of flashes, but Ignar may be caught.
Ignar could be in trouble, but he still has the ulti, and now they're going to kill River instead. NRG with a nice counter engage. Remember that Gory does not have an ultimate, so the Yone is much less fearsome here in these big fights. NRG, they just kill. Okay, guys, if we make one bad call, it's doomed.
Yeah, because your comp can only engage, right? And if you can't win the fights after you engage,
it's like, well,
what do we do now, guys? Play side lane. So that is the other option. River's going to be forced out. They do get the flash off of him. His energy is just kind of deathballing, but it's a TP coming in. Licorice is spotted, so is Gory.
Palafox already lost Crown of the Shattered Queen because of the Void Seeker earlier coming in from Stixay, and now the engage finds Contracts. FBI's up into the air, the feathers fly, but FBI's gone. A double kill for Stixay. Dokla at least gets one back, popping Gory on the back end of the fight. Golden Guard
after using his stopwatch of his own, Dokla was just camping on that spirit, waiting for him.
Yeah.
Is able to get the kill.
Now Golden Guardians aren't done. River's up really far. Ignar takes a lot of damage, but River takes more. That's one kill, traded back for one kill as Huhi and River. Nearly as big of a thing to get it for themselves. It's a nice little damage boost, but it's all about just stopping NRG from having it. Void Seeker lands onto Dokla. Poke down to about 1/3 before the fight starts. Gory's coming in, looking for the damage here onto the Pirate Fate Seal, but it's only going to find the guy right in front of him. River's still trying to fight back here for this Infernal Soul, but if they burst down the Golden Guardians jungler, NRG's going to take the soul for free. Dokla goes back in and he finds the flash assassination.
Licorice is here.
Back onto Gory. Licorice is ready to go. Counter-strike onto 2. Stixay jumps into the middle, but he's going to be shut down. Dokla's got his gun, baby. Licorice takes out FBI, and now Contracts and Ignar have to try to fight back. It's Palafox and Dokla going up against Licorice, who goes golden, but it ain't going to matter a whole lot. The counter-strike's about to drop, but Palafox is golden too. NRG just made trophies out of the Golden Guardians. It's a 5.
If he had been, been there at the very beginning of the fight when Gory went in, procced the GA and did all that stuff, it could have looked pretty different.
So, worth pointing out, the guy who topped the charts in that last one was Dokla, over 6,000 damage done in the fight. The Gangplank is now full build. 6 items done on this champion. Dokla has the ability to end the game with the rest of NRG right here. They're baroned up, they're pushing down the mid lane, they got a 4,000 gold lead and an Infernal Soul in pocket. They'll take out the mid laner left on his.
Yeah, this is going to get pretty difficult, I think, for Golden Guardians to defend. I feel like they should just give up the outer towers, just accept that they kind of have that loss and try to wait for the perfect angle, because you are down a lot of gold and you're down soul right now. It needs to be a perfect team fight. With that engage, everything has to go right, or I think they're just going to get deleted and the game is going to end.
Minion wave, ready to crash into the tier 3, and Contracts is ready to knock these guys away. Gory is knocked all the way back, but the Soul Unbound will return him to the battlefield. Not in time to save the turret, though, as the second inhibitor of the game for Golden Guardians is now under threat. Void Seeker blocked by the minions, so FBI is still at full HP here on the Xayah 2. No Q3 charged up for Gory anymore.
They don't want to give them time. They're pushing up here. And Contract's going to use the ulti just for a disengage, or at least to threaten it, and they just get the tower for free.
They knock River away. There's the front line of the Golden Guardians would want to be leading the charge. Ignar sidesteps away from the Void Seeker. Solar Flare just immediately getting the cleanse out of FBI, but no further threat. Golden Guardians don't have a lot of tools left to really work with here, I feel like. NRG continuing to push up, using these minions as a shield against the Void Seekers from Kai'Sa. Barrels from Dokla also doing a great job here with the zone control. Licorice jumps in. Counter-strike used there. Now that it fades, FBI's ready to step back up. Void Seeker on Palafox to poke him out here a little bit, but a lot of damage back on the Licorice. Void Seeker misses that time as the Gangplank ulti's brought down right on top of where the Golden Guardians want to engage. Ignar's on the front, soaking damage from everybody as Huhi has to flash away, and FBI's got him with the auto. Contracts goes for the flash, wallbang angle, and he finds River. Golden Guardians only have 3 men standing, and NRG have a full 5. They got 3 lanes of super minions ready to march onto the Nexus turrets. Health bars might be a little dicey, but I think they've got all they need to finish this one off. Dokla, they're going to proc the Immortal Shield Bow, taking low. Stixay jumps in. Contracts wants to stop him. Palafox summoning up a couple of soldiers here now into the stasis. Licorice picks up the kill back on Ignar. Contracts and Dokla looking to finish off the Nexus. Licorice fighting for his life, but his life is forfeit. It's NRG taking the win and taking down Golden Guardians.
What a game from NRG.